on this windshield, right? And we're gonna look to free our leg two different ways. Either, let's turn the niche. Turn. One more turn. I'm either gonna point my knee and try and pummel over, but if I can't, I'm gonna come up to my knee and slice over his shin. Once I slice over his shin, I'm gonna keep my weight until I go all the way to his chest. I don't want to give him any room to breathe here, and I most certainly don't want to just settle to my knees right here, because I'm going to run into his frame and he's just going to be able to make space and scoot away. So I'm going to dump all my weight into his upper body, and then I'm going to use my hand to walk his hips up and down, and then block with my knee, cover the hip, and cover the head. So one more time. We're gonna go, and also this weave grip is gonna negate his ability to throw this leg over for like Choi bars and stuff. So we can reach for his head without being in as much danger of the Choi bars. So we weave through, we grab the head, we lean towards the side. Now I'm gonna scrunch everything up here. On this one, I don't want to sprawl back too far. I want to scrunch in. If I can weave and catch his foot, fine. If I can't, I'm gonna go over and slice. Now I walk towards his chest until I have him completely flat and smashing him here. And then I'm gonna walk his hips straight. Notice how they're up and down. I block the hip, collect the head, both knees on the ground. You wanna see it? Yes. On this knee shield, grab the head. I'm gonna post my left foot, edge of the foot, not like this. I'm gonna lean everything to my left. I'm gonna scrunch him up. Now in the back, if I can weave over and get out, great. If I can't, I'm gonna come up and then slice over. Then I'm gonna walk towards his chest, keep him as flat as I can, and then I'm gonna walk towards the hips, and then settle. Cool, let's try it. 1, 2, 3. In.
Like this?
Yes. Now, weave to your right. More, and now over. Now go toes towards the head. Good, even more. And bent toes, you don't want to be sprawled. Like bent knees and on your, yes. Now walk towards his head even more. Now shove his hips and walk back towards his hip. Yes, there you go.
Yes.
So yeah, you just want a half guard. Yeah, however you do it is up to you. Humble your foot towards me. Yes. Now you walk to, so see how you're settling? He's facing you, he's gonna give you a huge fight. So keep the head and keep that same grip. Put your chest on his shoulder and walk towards his head on your toes.
Chest on his shoulder.
So, but you're on your knees. You have no pressure going into it. Yes. Now he's flat. Now you can. Exactly.
We're so
I'm not going to be able to grab his head and keep him crunched in. So I'm going to grab a tight waist grip, and this one's going to go underneath the thigh. Now I'm going to start leaning similarly to how I did on the last pass, but I'm going to sprawl my leg back so his legs get long, right? And once his legs get long, this is great for me wrapping his legs up. So I'm going to keep on walking until his half guard's off. I'm going to walk to the side. I'm going to step out. Once I get to the side, I'm going to use this bottom hand, my left hand, to kill his hips and shove over to the side. But see how low I am? Like I'm not going towards the head. It's going to mess you up if you think going towards the head. I'm staying on his hip. And what's cool about this is like, if like say you're doing like a body lock style pass from like butterfly guard, I stand behind you and he's pushing on my traps. I push on my traps, and I can't go forward. If he starts pushing on me, as I get back, I can lean into his frame. So now it's not as effective because I have my shoulder going in, and it's gonna help me scoop around his hip, right? So it's stronger than when you're coming straight on, because I can now dip my shoulder into his frames, and it's gonna be a lot of weight on him, okay? So one more time. We're in this like lower knee shield, right? He's putting a lot of like pressure on my hips, so I can't collect the head. I'm gonna go around the waist. I'm gonna grab under his thigh, pull him up. Now I'm gonna lean similarly how I did. My right leg is gonna go all the way back to open up his legs and get them extended. You wanna think getting his legs long. Now I'm gonna step out. I'm gonna keep pressure on the hip, so I'm still on my toes with my knees bent, and then I'm gonna shove his hip and settle right by his hip. Real snug here. Okay? Let's try it. 1, 2, 3.